So the UCs rely on something called the 13 factors. It used to be 14 until they went test blind. So there was another thing here about standardized testing. But now we have these 13 factors. So just to kind of go through them, some of them kind of overlap, as you'll probably notice the first 3 are largely dealing with your coursework. Eligibility in the local context, I already mentioned that. That's primarily for in-state students, and if you're part of the top 9%. Now, the UCs will not evaluate grades for your senior year. They will, however, evaluate your application based on the quality of the courses that you're taking. So if you had a really good transcript thus far and you decided to take all regular and easy classes by senior year because you didn't think that the UCs evaluated your grades, well, you're right, they don't evaluate the grades, but they will evaluate you based on how rigorous your schedule looks like as well. So if you are primarily hoping to get into a UC campus, it really makes strategic sense for you to still take some rigorous classes for your senior year as well, even if they won't be seeing the grades, okay? So the rest of these will vary depending on things like your extracurriculars. Some of them are somewhat out of your control, to be honest, right? So things like your geographic location, the UCs do want to have at least a little bit of geographic diversity. I mean, some cynical people might say that that can also be a loophole for the UCs to sort of bypass any sort of so they're not allowed to look at race, but if you were to have geographic diversity based on certain areas, that's one way for them to sort of create more diversity on campus. So I guess that's a good thing, right? But it sort of works against you if, let's say, for example, you're applying to an area where there are a lot of people who are going to be applying to the UCs, because that just means there's also more competition in your area. Okay.